Another trading week is off and running, and it looks like U.S. stocks are ready to see even more record highs this Monday afternoon, with the S&P 500 and NASDAQ reaching all-time highs despite the first U.S. government shutdown since 2013. On Saturday, the U.S. government shut down after a bill that would have kept government funding through mid-February was voted against in the Senate. The shutdown continues for a third day after the Senate on Sunday failed to reach an agreement to break an impasse before the work week began. Historically, brief volatility has hit the market following a government shutdown, but today the markets look to be doing just fine here at the New York Stock Exchange, even during a session that sees no major economic reports scheduled. But looking through the week ahead, there is a lot on the docket, and it all starts in Japan Tuesday morning with the Bank of Japan's interest rate decision. The rate is expected to remain unchanged at negative 0.1%. Meanwhile, in Europe, both German and Eurozone economic sentiment are on the docket, with expectations calling for a rise to 17.9 and 29.7 respectively. And let's not forget about Switzerland all week, as the Davos World Economic Forum is scheduled. On Wednesday, we stay in Europe with Eurozone preliminary services PMI for January due out. Expectations call for a slide to 56.3 from 56.6 the previous month. And in the UK, the ILO unemployment rate is due, and expectations call for the rate to remain steady at 4.3%. And in the U.S., preliminary January PMI services is also on the docket, and expectations call for a slide to 53 from 53.7 in the previous month. But Thursday is the biggest for data, especially in the Eurozone, with the ECB rate decision scheduled. Expectations call for the rate to remain unchanged at 0%. Meanwhile, in North America, Canadian retail sales for November are due, and the U.S. new home sales await for December, with expectations calling for a 0.3% rise month over month. And on Friday, it's Australia Day, and the markets down under are closed. But in the U.S., preliminary Q4 GDP is on the docket, and expectations are for a 3% rise. While central bank speeches dominate the global headlines, with the Bank of England's Governor Carney, the Bank of Japan's Governor Kuroda, and Federal Reserve's Jane Bullard are all set to make speeches during that day. Meanwhile, in the Forex market, the U.S. dollar is seeing a slight dip against higher yielding counterparts. The euro dollar is 0.11% higher at 122.33, while in commodities, oil prices were unchanged on Monday at 63.31, as traders still assess U.S. production levels. Gold is also down 0.14% at $1,331.30 a troy ounce, as traders continue to evaluate the consequences of the U.S. government shutdown. And until next time, from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Olivia Vosnenko reporting for ICM Capital.